All right, what's the deal, y'all? It's your boy Matt, the rap clerk, and right now we about to take at this list that Complex came out with that shows the 100 hottest rappers right now. Not the best, but the hottest. So I guess we're looking at this in terms of who is the most popular, who has the highest demand, who is most viewed. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's what this is all about right now. So I think it goes from 100 all the way to one. So let's start here. We're gonna start at 100, wherever it starts at. Right here. Okay, so we're gonna do 10. La Russell at 100. I love La Russell, even though he did that dumbass Heaven Sent shit that I don't rock with. But I love La Russell. But in terms of him being hot, he might be at 100 on this list. I ain't gonna lie. Flo Millie, I don't listen to a lot of Flo Millie, but I mean, she's doing fairly well for herself. I mean, everything that I have heard from her, I like, and it does seem like she has like a decent following that's gonna keep up with like what she's got going on. Too Slimy. Now, Too Slimy, I got introduced to Too Slimy from watching Song Wars, and he was on there, and everybody gave him a really bad rating. And when I heard his music, it did sound pretty bad, and I didn't like it, and I don't understand it. But what I will say is, somehow, some way, there is a market for that because he has a big following, and I seen them saying that in the Song Wars too. They're like, "Yeah, bro, he been really getting better, bro," and all this stuff. Like he really starting to like do numbers and shit now. But I mean, I don't know. It's not for me, but Too Slimy being on here at 98 is, I guess, understandable considering the fact that he does have a following and he does seem to be on a rise and getting a lot of attention that I don't understand, but he is there. Molly Santana, I have seen her around. Um, Molly Santana. Let me see. Actually, hold on. Let me do some research real quick before I say it, because I think I'm thinking of somebody else. Molly Santana. I've heard of her a little bit, not too much, but I have heard of her. Not too familiar with her work, so I can't really speak on her that much. But 97 seems appropriate. I've heard her name quite a few times. Bunna B. I feel like I wonder where YK Nice is because I feel like she should be around the same place where YK Nice is at because I've been hearing about Bunna B almost just as much, if not more, than YK Nice. So this is an interesting choice. Interesting to see where they have her at, if she's even on the list. Trim, Trim. I've been hearing a lot about Trim. I've been posting her music on my hip hop news page, and I really do like what she's got going on, man. She seems like a really well-rounded chick when it comes to the music that she makes. It doesn't seem like she has one sound. It doesn't seem like she has like I'm interested to see what she does like going forward. Like cuz I can tell she's not one-dimensional. Like she's got a couple different sounds that I've heard her hop in. V's, Fotu Doug, you know, I'm from Detroit. I got to support my dogs. V's, yeah, V's and Fotu Doug being in the 90s is low key kind of appropriate just because they hype has kind of died down from the same hype that they had like 3, 4 years ago. But 3 years ago, they was some of the coldest niggas to listen to. I used to enjoy listening to their shit a lot back then. But now it's just kind of alright. Russ, probably arguably the biggest independent rapper ever. Russ being at 92 almost feels like a load of bullshit just because I've seen his impact. I've seen this nigga sell out like crazy shows and crazy tours and stuff like that. So 92 almost seems like a load of bullshit, but I think that that's just because he's independent. Like if Russ was on the label, he would never join one. But if Russ was on the label, he would be making like, dude, he'd be everywhere. Like he'd be like probably like arguably bigger than Post Malone maybe. Um, Young Nudie. Young Nudie is a name. I really do like Young Nudie a lot, but I haven't heard a lot of his recent stuff, I don't really know what he's come out with, to be honest. Like, now I think about it. Let me see. Did he come? When was the last time he came out with a project? Did he come out in 2026, or was it in 2025? The last one, 2025. So he drops every year, fairly. It's fair to say. But yeah, I used to like, well, Young Nudie kind of falls in the same category as V's and Fotudo for me. Like, someone I used to rock with a lot more a few years ago, and if this was back then when they made this list, he'd be a lot higher. But it's fine. Him being at 91 is appropriate. Conway the Machine at 90. Dope lyricist, amazing lyricist, dope raps. One of the best lyricists out right now, honestly, if we keep it in a book. But being at 90, kind of appropriate. 89 for Offset. It kills me, man. It kills me because I love Offset, but his music ain't like that. Set It Off album did decent. I like that album a lot more than the other one that he released like right after that for like around Halloween. I wasn't really rocking with that album as much, but yeah, it pains me to see him at 89, but I can't really be too mad at it. I mean, his music is just kind of all right now. Danny Brown at 88. Danny Brown is not a name that I was expecting to see on this list, but I'm almost like a. So I used to listen to Danny Brown like a lot, like way back when he first came out. Then I didn't listen to him again for a really long time. But his last album, that last album that he just came out with was fire. I love that album. That's the first album I listened to by Danny Brown in a really long time, and it made me want to look at his whole catalog after that. So it's nice to see there's other people that appreciate Danny Brown and they got him at 88 above some heavy hitters, in my personal opinion. Like, I think that's really dope that he's that high. Even though I don't see him putting up the same numbers as some of these people that are underneath him, but I do love Danny Brown, and it's dope to see him on this list. Westside Gunn and Benny the Butcher, they basically put all of Griselda like right around the same as each other, even though they got Westside Gunn and Benny the Butcher a few spots higher than Conway. But I mean, saying dope lyricists, amazing rappers, their impact is kind of crazy, honestly. Like, especially like Westside Gunn, I've been seeing Westside Gunn everywhere. Lately, honestly, I'm surprised he's not higher than Benny the Butcher, because I feel like Benny the Butcher, I don't want to say he's gotten worse, but I feel like his buzz has kind of died down, whereas Westside Gunn is still just popping up everywhere. Like, he's on JID's album, he's on ASAP Rocky's album. Like, he's like, people want to work with Westside Gunn. Like, he's on Travis Scott's album. He's worked with Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? Like, his impact is undeniable right now. So I'm surprised that he's not the highest Griselda member, and I'm also surprised that he's not higher than this. Meek Mill being at 85 is kind of crazy, just because I feel like, no offense, I love Meek Mill, but I just feel like right now no one really cares about what he's doing. I'm sorry, like I'm not really interested in what Meek Mill is doing musically right now. I'm not. I'm sorry. I don't know how he's at 85. I'm way more. I think that all these other people that are underneath him are way more interesting than him. Even Molly Santana, and I don't know who she is, but I've been seeing her name pop up for music a lot. Not really Meek Mill. Meek Mill's name is always popping up for the things that he says, for the most part, less about the music. But hey, hopefully, because Meek Mill is a really talented rapper, and I do hope that one day we can go back to having a conversation about how dope of a rapper he is versus his social media antics. BK the Ruler at 84. I love BK. I love BK, bro. She's fire, bro. Like, I think that she needs a lot more credit. I think that people don't pay attention to how diverse she is and how much that matters in today's climate when it comes to hip hop. I don't think that BK the Ruler will ever become stagnant. She's always expanding on her sounds. She can sing, she can rap, she's doing all type of different styles. I'm fucking with everything that BK the Ruler is doing right now. I love it. Zeddy Will at 83. Now, Zeddy Will, I was advocating for him real heavy about a year or two ago. But I'm going to keep on advocating for him. I think Zeddy Will is a very necessary rapper right now. I think that the way that Zeddy Will knows how to just have fun on a song is a lost art, bro. I think that that is a lost art, especially from the men. There is not a lot of men out here that are just having fun on the songs, making songs for people to dance to, making songs for people to have fun back with. You know what I'm saying? Like Zadie Will just makes very engaging music, and while it all kind of is like, I guess you could say TikTok coded, it works. Like Get Jiggy, I used to love that song. What's the other song that he got? The You really good at everything but head. I don't want your throw. I don't want that shit. Matter of fact, I want your friend. I'm allowed to switch. Yeah, I like that song. He's on the Strut song. He's on There It Is. Like he's got the There It Is song. Twerking with your friends. That's a good song. Like you know what I'm saying. Like he got some good. He got some heat for real. Um. But yeah, I like Zadie Will a lot. Lucky, I used to love Lucky like a couple years back, but I've been wanting to actually tap in more with his like more current music. When was the last time Lucky dropped some shit? Has he been quiet or has he been releasing music? Yeah, so the last album he released was Gemini, and I did like that one. I like Sex, Money, Drugs. I like Flawless Like Me. So Lucky is really he actually. He just hasn't dropped the album in 2 years, but he is dropping the same day as Drake. So I'm interested to see what he does with that project. Um, yeah, Lucky's dope. I fuck with Lucky, and I'm really interested to see what he does on that next project. EBK J Bo. Didn't J Bo just go back to jail? I feel like I recently saw something about J Bo going to jail. I can't remember. Um, Hold on. Is he in jail? Yes, he is currently in custody as of April. So basically, he just got arrested about a month ago, and yeah, he's probably cooked. But anyway, yeah, he's in jail. Dope drill rapper, I guess. Good bars from Cali. I fuck with his sound. It kind of clashes. It like meshes really well with Detroit rappers. So that's kind of like Detroit rappers and Cali rappers are kind of like on a similar wavelength with production and flow. But I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of growing out of the drill music that I used to like. Um, NLE Choppa. NLE Choppa is an interesting pick because while I don't listen to NLE Choppa, I feel like he is always around. He's always like around. Like he's always doing something. He's always got a single that's everywhere, all over social media, like that, and it'd be undeniable. Like regardless if I like it or not. I mean, that now I will say that that NBA YoungBoy diss that he was trying to come out with didn't really go over well, and I saw a lot of people saying that that shit was ass. But him being at 80 is seems like it's appropriate. I mean, I can't. I stopped listening to Choppa years ago, like probably like 4 or 5 years ago, and I feel like he's still here. So I can't really be too mad at that. Kevin Gates. I have not heard anything about Kevin Gates musically in a really long time. Not saying that he's bad, because Kevin Gates is one of them rappers that I feel like don't really get a lot of credit for how good of a rapper he is. Like he kind of almost in that Meek Mill category, but he's like I think the thing about Kevin Gates is he's got a little bit more of that underrated feel than Meek Mill has. Because Meek Mill, I feel like he just hasn't been putting out like as quality music in my personal opinion. I feel like Kevin Gates' music has always been kind of decent, but it's just like once again that he got that same problem that Meek Mill has, where his antics is like the things that he says is like the main conversation that we are having about Kevin Gates. It's not really much about the music that he's making. But whenever I do decide, like, I want to see what Kevin Gates is talking about musically, and I listen, I'll be like, Kevin Gates is not bad. So I was gonna say I'm not mad at this placement, but I feel like he belongs below some of these other people. No offense to him. Chucky, another artist I've never really listened to like that. I heard like a song that he got with V's, and I thought that that was cool. But I mean, I feel like he makes drill music, but I can't really remember. But I mean, he just falls in that category of music that I feel like I personally am growing out of, and it's not really that interesting to me anymore. Key Glock. Key Glock is doing really well right now. Surprisingly, I was very surprised to see Key Glock go on this run that he's been on. Like he's on tracks and like he's on like a lot of big tracks. Like he's on like Hang with a Bad Bitch and that new Trap Dicky dude that just signed to TDE. He's got a song with Key Glock that's fire. Key Glock got his own tracks that have been doing really well on the charts and everything. So Key Glock being at 77 is fairly appropriate, maybe even higher to be honest. Uh, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg at 76. I mean, Snoop Dogg is probably the most famous rapper in the world. I mean, while he's not as famous for his music as he used to be, Snoop Dogg will never not be relevant. Snoop Dogg will never not be relevant. Like he's gonna be relevant until the end of time. Snoop Dogg is just he's kind of that guy. I can't lie, bro. So him being at 76 seems appropriate because I mean he's the most famous rapper in the world and he's hardly even recognized for his music. But if he did drop music, it would probably still do well just based on how famous he is. Um, Cash Cobain. Not really a big Cash Cobain fan. I think that he produces a lot of the sexy drill songs though, and I will say I do like that sound. I just don't know if I really like his songs. But I mean, sexy drill songs are cool, bro. I fuck with them. Like you know what I mean? They're cool. Young Miami at 74 is a little crazy. I feel like no one cares about what Young Miami is doing musically, bro. And I think that because I don't know, man. I've always looked at Young Miami as more of like a personality. She's a beautiful woman. We all like to look at her. And the ladies like to hear what she has to say. But I feel like musically, like when it came to the City Girls, I feel like a lot of us really like Young Miami's hooks and we like JT's rapping. But when it came to Young Miami's rapping, it was like always kind of alright slash eh. And I feel like a lot of times people would be making fun of the stuff that Young Miami was saying. So her being above a lot of these other people just bothers me a little bit. But but she is probably more famous than some of these people. It's just I just feel like I don't think that she's famous for rapping. Like I feel like that last song that she just dropped, she was talking about she came from food stamps. I feel like it came out like a couple months ago. It seemed like that was like her trying to like do her return to making music. Uh, oh, she just dropped a song yesterday. Spin that. Newsflash is the song I was talking about. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like I seen a lot of people clowning her, like talking about like that song wasn't that good, and like they like, bro, like it's all right. I mean, now that I'm reading the comments, I mean, there's people saying it is straight, but I don't know. I feel like when I was looking at it on the internet, I didn't think that there was that many people that was liking it. But maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's not always about me and what other people. I mean, there's probably a whole fan base of people that want to hear what Young Miami got to say. Freddie Gibbs, I love Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs is a dope ass rapper, and I feel like he deserves a lot more credit. He is putting out some of the best projects as of the 2020s, late 2010s. He's got some of the best albums out right now, and not enough people are talking about it. So that's kind of blowing my mind. But Freddie Gibbs being at 73 seems appropriate. I mean, he's only gotten more and more popular, and that Alfredo 2 album, solid. And I feel like there was a decent amount of buzz around that shit too. So that was a good album. Larry June at 72 seems appropriate. Consistent output, always putting out music, and it's always good too. Always locking in with a producer. Um, I respect Larry June a lot. He got a lot of hustle in him, and that almost brings me to our next person, Rio de Young OG, because Rio de Young OG, while I feel like he is bigger than Larry June right now, I think that he used to do what Larry June did, and it made me like him a lot more. Now Rio de Young OG, I feel like he's trying to do the same thing, but it's not working. Like I know he does that thing where he like records a lot. Like he's always locked in the studio and he hardly ever sleeps and shit. But I feel like we're starting to hear that in the music a lot more than we did before he went to jail. He's like his voice be cracking and it always sounds like he's like exhausted when he's rapping on a beat. And I really just need this man. Like, look, bro, you got time now. You're rich. Relax. Enjoy your money. Enjoy being back home. Talk about what's going on with your life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like lock the hell in. You don't gotta do that hustle rap no more. You a rich man. And I'm not saying I don't want you to be Rio the Young OG no more. I mean, I love Rio and I love the way he be rapping and shit, but it's just like I just feel like over time it's kind of gotten a little stale, and I kind of want him to try to like put a little bit more effort into what he's been doing. Like I feel like there's these dudes, Jay Beezy, I think Dev LFG, and there's one other dude I can't think of his name, but those guys are doing what Rio and RMC Mike used to do years ago, and I would love to see Rio hop back in a bag similar to that. The Game at 70. I don't know how I feel about this. I think The Game is a really good rapper, but I don't think he's popular at all for his rapping. I think that he's very popular for saying a lot of BS, in my personal opinion. Um, and him being at 70, just above all these other people that I feel like are doing a lot more than him, is kind of blowing me a little. Nas at 69 makes perfect sense. Nas has been doing really well as of the 2020. I mean, like, the 2020s have been really good to Nas. I mean, he's come out with the King's Diseases, the Magic series. He's been doing the shit with Mass Appeal. Like, Nas is everywhere, and he's dipping his hand in everything, and he's doing some legendary shit right now. Like, we're gonna talk about Nas. Like when it's all said and done, Nas is gonna go down as probably like top 5 of all time. Too Hollis, I've never heard of this artist, so I'm not even gonna speak on him, to be honest. Him or her, I don't know who this person is. Saw Baby, Saw Baby. I think that Saw Baby is a really dope artist, and I really do like him. But him being hotter than some of the other people I said just doesn't feel right to me. Um, I do like that he's getting more credit, but I don't think that he's hotter than some of these people that I said. Like, I don't think that Saw Baby is hotter than Nas. I don't think that Saw Baby is hotter than Rio the Young OG, Larry June, Freddie Gibbs, Young Miami, Key Glock. Like, I don't think that Saw Baby is hotter than any of these people. I think that he's a dope rapper, but I don't think that he's more popular than them in any way, shape, or form. Um, YFN Lucci, kind of the same thing, to be honest. I mean, I feel like I only really heard about YFN Lucci when he got out of jail, and then when he collaborated with Young Thug after he got out of jail. That was it. I don't really listen to Lucci though, and I never really did think that Lucci was that good before he got locked up. So maybe I'm just missing it. But yeah, him being once again him and Saw Baby being above some of these people just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Moneybag Yo at 65. This is one of those things where I would have understood this more years ago. Because years ago, Moneybag Yo was just putting out hit after hit after hit, and he was all over the radio, and he was very relevant. And I'm not saying he's not relevant now, but I just feel like, when was the last time Moneybag Yo put out a project? Now I think about it. Because I actually used to really like Moneybag Yo. And then he got a little too famous, and I kind of didn't really care for his music as much. So he last time he dropped was 2024 as well. So he hasn't dropped in a while, but hey, he might drop again, and it might do fairly well. Lil Wayne at 64. Lil Wayne at 64. I'm very curious to know who's listening to Lil Wayne right now. And not to say like no one cares about Lil Wayne, but I want to know the people that are listening to Lil Wayne right now. What are they listening to? Are they listening to his older stuff, or are they listening to his newer stuff? Because I feel like Lil Wayne hasn't been very good for a while, unfortunately. I mean, every now and then he comes out with a feature that really impresses me, and I be thinking like, damn, Wayne still got it. But then when he comes out with his own music, it's just like so one dimensional, so boring, same old, same old. It's just like, come on, man. Like, please just try. Like, just try. Just a little bit. So yeah, I don't know how he's above some of the people that he's above, but he is one of the best rappers of all time. I do have a lot of respect for him. It's just lately he's just been pissing me off with his music, bro. It's been really making me upset, bro. Rick Ross at 63. This is crazy because Rick Ross is like another one of those best rappers of all time, but I feel like he ain't really been doing nothing. I feel like the most active he's been is when he was getting in the middle of that Drake and Kendrick beef, and he was, talking all that shit about Drake, and he made that diss track that no one really remembers. But I mean, him being at 63, I guess it makes sense. I mean, he's one of the most popular rappers ever, and one of the best rappers ever. Um, Actually, I won't say one of the best rappers. I don't know. I mean, Rick Ross is one of those people I really like, but at the same time, I feel like I can't give him too much credit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he's really dope, but at the same time, like, I feel like I'm giving him like a lot of grace that I don't give a lot of other people. So, I don't know. Rick Ross being at 63, that's an interesting choice. I don't really know who's more famous between Rick Ross and Lil Wayne right now, to be real with you. Gucci Mane at 62. I mean, he's very popular right now because he's got that situation going on with Pooh Shiesty. But in terms of his music, he's been dropping a lot of music, but I don't really feel like a lot of people have been paying attention to it. But what I will say is, even though I'm not interested in a lot of what the music that Gucci Mane has been making, I'm very proud of him and where he's at and the work that he's been doing for his mental health. That's very admirable to me. Juvenile at 61. Besides the new song that he's got with Meg The Stallion, um, I'm trying to think what other songs do he got. Well, he got that one album that came out in 2026 this year, and it's got that BBB song on it. So yeah, I mean, right now Juvenile does seem like he's like kind of like in the middle of a comeback. This is his first album since 2014, and that BBB song is everywhere. I've been hearing it all over social media, seeing girls shaking ass to it, all type of shit. Nino Pay. You know what? I've never listened to Nino Pay, but I just seen a story about him meeting his family for the first time. Meeting his mom that he like lost, I guess, when he was a child or some shit like that. And that was a beautiful video, and I'm rooting for this young man ever since I watched that. So I might start tapping in with his music a little bit more. I feel like I've heard him on features, but I don't really remember him, like what he sounds like or nothing. So I'm gonna have to tap in with him. I'm aware of who he is, but don't think I've heard any of his music. Jack Harlow above everybody I just said is kind of some bullshit, to be real with you, because Jack Harlow just had arguably his worst, like probably the worst. Not even probably. He had definitely the worst rollout of his whole entire career. And I feel like it backfired on him. So, how he's above a lot of these people doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, I guess any publicity is good publicity if we looking at it in terms of who's the most popular. But I don't know, man. Jack Harlow being this high doesn't really sit right with me. Earl Sweatshirt being this high is very interesting because I feel like as much as I love Earl Sweatshirt, he's never been the most popular artist. But I've been wondering, has he been getting more popular? Because there's a whole group of young rappers. I don't know if it's pronounced Neonte or Niante. There's Mike. There's Mavi. All those guys. They've all been like rocking with Earl like real heavy lately, and I kind of like what Earl's been doing with them. So that's been real interesting to see. Earl Sweatshirt be a part of the youth in a way that I never really saw him doing. It's kind of cool seeing him this high and just growing more and more popular by the day. Headband and Xavier So Bass. Never heard of these people's music, to be honest, and I've never even heard of Headband. Pluto. I don't know if Pluto should be above Bun B, but I don't know if I'm just hating or not. To be real with you, I don't know. Like, I feel like I've been hearing a lot more about Bun B than Pluto. I feel like Pluto was more bigger last year than like right now. Denzel Curry is one of the dopest rappers out right now. Everything that Denzel Curry has been putting out as of the last like 4 or 5 years has been fire. Like, but really before that, like everything that Denzel Curry has been putting out has been heat, bro. Like Denzel Curry has grown to be like one of my favorite artists from the 2010s, and like I just be excited to just see his name on anything at this point. Like Denzel Curry is one of my favorite artists right now, and I think that he deserves to be a little bit higher because he's been having his hand in like everything. But popularity, gotta factor that in. Ice Spice is definitely, I mean, that's SpongeBob Big Guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That song is everywhere. Can't deny it, man. I can't be mad at this pick. Kodak Black at 52. I really like Kodak Black last album, but I feel like Kodak Black isn't as popular as he used to be in any way, shape, or form. Like I feel like Kodak Black got his fan base, he got his people that rock with him, and when he pop out, it's always a good time. But I don't think people are like really like checking for him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Kodak Black just he's just kind of doing his own thing right now, and it just kind of works for everybody that's fucking with him still. You know what I mean? Boss Man D-Lo, I was gonna say, you know what, man? Boss Man D-Lo, I was wrong about you, bro. I thought that you deserved to fall off. I did not think that you was gonna be here much longer, and I thought that everything that you was gonna put out after your last project was gonna flop because it all sounded the same. But you kind of came back with this new project you just came back out with. You got a hit going right now, and even I'm fucking with it. So salute to you, brother. 51 is a good spot. Not mad at that pick. Chief Keef at 50. Chief Keef right there, smack in the middle. I mean, I can't really be mad at this. Chief Keef has actually been like, because I was really wondering like at first. I'm like everybody says that Chief Keef is like so inspirational, but I'm like I feel like I don't see Chief Keef anywhere. I don't see people collaborating with Chief Keef. I'm like I don't see like I'm like Chief Keef seemed like he was like more underrated and like underground than anything. But I'm like people treat him like a legend. But now the influence is a lot more prevalent when you see people like Sexy Red and Lil Nar and like a lot of the drill rappers from any city. Just like Chief Keef is like embedded in them in some way, shape, or form. A lot of these new melodic rappers even got some of that Chief Keef in them. So, and like a lot of his solo music, I mean, I've been thinking that that solo music has actually been really good. So, Chief Keef at 50, I'm not really mad at this choice. French Montana above Chief Keef does not make sense to me. Above a lot of these people does not make sense to me. But I will say that that track that he's got with Max B, that I Went Deaf on a Bitch, that song is fire. That song is so good. That song is really good. I did not hear that whole album, and I heard that that album is actually really good. But that song is really fire. Osama Son. I've never listened to Osama Son. I've never listened to, I think it's Chi or K. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I've never listened to this person. Dave. Surprised Dave isn't higher, to be honest, because that track that he's got with Thames is everywhere. I see everybody listen to that song. It's everywhere. I'm very surprised that Dave isn't higher than that, because it seems like he's like one of the biggest UK rappers of all time, like ever. Like I've heard a lot of people say that he's one of the best. Like people from America even saying that he's like one of the best, even including our rappers. So Dave definitely deserves to be here, in my personal opinion. I'm surprised he's not a little higher though. Doja Cat. I love Doja Cat, but that last album that she came out with was not really. I wasn't really the biggest fan of it, and I didn't see it get the same traction that some of her other projects have gotten. So I can see why she's not as high as I would like her to be. But I love Doja Cat. I think she's really dope. I think she's really diverse. And I think that the sky is the limit for an artist like her. Lil Tecca. I love Lil Tecca, but I don't know if he should be above Doja Cat. That is something I'm very curious to know. Um, but him being the hottest artist right now, I mean, he's doing super well for someone his age. I mean, like he's really young. He's carving out his own like little fan base. He's got like a cult following. He's only gotten bigger, which is crazy. And like he's like changing his whole image and like having like his own sound and shit. Like and his music is actually really cool. Like I stopped listening to Lil Tecca for a while. Then I kind of came back to it. And ever since I came back to it, I'm like, I see why people still rocking with Lil Tecca, bro. His music is fairly fucking good right now. Isaiah Rashad at 43. Um, Hold on one second. Isaiah Rashad at 43. I feel like he should be a little lower, only because he hasn't really done much since he came out with The Sun Is Burning or The House Is Burning. I do really love that album though. That album is really good, and the deluxe version with the deluxe tracks is also really good. But I don't know if I wanna consider him like, in this lane, like 43 hottest rappers right now. I mean, I know he just came out with that single and he just announced that he was coming out with a new album, but I just feel like he's too high. Like the album hasn't come out yet. We don't know how big it's gonna be. This is a little too premature for me, for him being this high. Meg The Stallion. I just read the news about her, and I'm really sorry that her and Klay Thompson relationship didn't go that well. But relationship drama shit aside, Meg Thee Stallion is probably one of the biggest, dopest female rappers out right now. I think that there's not a lot of people doing what she's doing. I think that she's got choreography down. I think she's got bars. I think that she makes a lot of music that's fun for women. And I think that her being here makes a lot of sense. I mean, she's everywhere. And I mean, she kind of cooked Nicki Minaj without even having to say anything to her. So that's dope. Malice at 41. Malice, I love Malice. I think he's really dope, but him being this high, I don't know. I don't know if this many people love Malice. I don't know if this many people are happy about Malice being back. I love Malice and I'm happy about him being back, and I think he deserves all the credit in the world. I just don't know if a lot of people are feeling this about him. I don't know if a lot of people are putting him above a Meg Thee Stallion, a Doja Cat, a Dave. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe you can make the argument for a lot of these other people. Like yeah, for sure he's bigger than them, but it's just like I don't know, certain people. I don't know if he's got that demand yet. But I love Malice. I think he deserves like a lot of credit, bro, for him being his age and how good that he rapped on that album that he had with Pusha T made no fucking sense. That was incredible. Netspend, never listened to him. Um, Never really listened to him. Never really cared to listen to him. I feel like he's in that rage sound, but I've never really listened to him, to be real with you. Destroy Lonely. Destroy Lonely. Yeah, him being this low makes sense. I mean, he's probably my least favorite Opium member. I don't think that he's above a lot of the other rappers that I just said, but in terms of popularity, maybe. There's a lot of people that really like those those opium niggas and the rage sound. I think that this spot is fairly appropriate. Think Meek, never heard of him. Can't really say nothing about him. Max B, him being more popular than French Montana, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of young people that don't know who Max B is. So him being more popular than French Montana sounds a little questionable. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. JID at 36. I feel like he should be a little higher. God Does Like Ugly did decently well. It was Grammy nominated. I mean, like he has just, I don't know, man. He's just been doing outstanding. But I will say that God Does Like Ugly wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be, and he did fall short in some different categories. So I guess we'll debate about if there's people that he should be higher than or not. Young Thug. Young Thug is very popular. His name is everywhere. I don't know if it's for necessarily the right reasons, because I personally don't really care too much about his music. But and I don't think a lot of other people do unless you're a big Young Thug fan. But I feel like that You Scuddy's album was just not really, there wasn't a lot of songs on there that I really liked when I left that bitch. Pusha T at number 34 seems appropriate. I mean, he's dope. He's making an undeniable impact with his brother, and over time, I think everybody else has just kind of slowly but surely started giving Pusha T more and more and more credit as time has gone on for how dope his pen is and how amazing his production that he chooses to rap on is. Shout out to Pharrell. Glorilla at 33 seems a bit low, to be honest with you. I feel like Glorilla is everywhere. She's inescapable. Her music is perfect for women, and I personally jam out to a lot of it too. There's a lot of good ass songs that she got. I fuck with Glorilla. She's one of my favorite female rappers out right now, honestly. Like when she drop, I'll be excited to see what she about to do, or when she's on a feature, I'll be excited to see what she's about to do. So 33 seems a little bit low. I feel like a lot of people rock with Glorilla, but who knows? Maybe she's not bigger than some of the other people we about to say. G Herbo. Love G Herbo, dope rapper, amazing trajectory as an artist, in my personal opinion. I don't know how popular G Herbo is. Because every now and then he's like on a song that's really big, or he has a song that's really big, but I don't know how big like his entire catalog is. Because I don't know if I would put him over Meg Thee Stallion or Doja Cat or some of these other people like that I just said, where it seems like a lot of what they're doing is generating a lot of numbers. Central C. Central C is arguably the biggest UK rapper right now, which is crazy as hell because he's like all over the US market as well. 31 seems a bit appropriate because he's very popular, but I don't exactly know how to like measure it, you know. The Baby at 30. You know, Pop That Thing is a good song. It's all over the internet. But I mean, I don't really listen to it. You know what I mean? Like it's not really for me. But you know, the Baby being at 30 seems also a little inaccurate. I mean, he's always been able to stay relevant. But I just feel like right now that Pop That Thing song is like his first like big song that seems like it's like kind of liked by many. And I just don't know if that one song earned him all the way up to 30, in my personal opinion. But I do like the Baby though, and I do think he's a dope rapper. I just think that he needs to keep putting out more hits to be considered top 30 hottest, like above all these other people. Lil Baby, trash to me, bro. I don't care. Haven't been a fan of Lil Baby in a while, but um, I mean he is very popular. I will say that he is very popular. I just don't know how many people are listening to Lil Baby right now, because it just seemed like his music is just kind of like fairly mid. Like I'm not really interested to see what he's been doing, but and I feel like that consensus is becoming more common, more frequently. So it's interesting to see him at 29. Big X the Plug at 28. This seems very appropriate. Big X the Plug has been everywhere. He's very unavoidable, and he just did a country album, so I already know that did well because country music is all over the charts currently, very popular. This is not a surprise to me at all. Sexy Red at 27. Sexy Red is also another one of those rappers that's everywhere. I don't know how popular her music is though. I feel like I heard people saying her last album was not that great. Like the one that just came out, I think last week. I feel like I heard a lot of people saying that album was not that great. But I will say though, her new song "Hang with a Bad Bitch," it's everywhere. Um, I think she's got another song or two that's on that album that are also like doing really well. So, 27 is fairly appropriate. Ken Carson, yeah, Ken Carson being this high is also fairly appropriate. I mean, but I feel like he should be like right around the same spot where Destroy Lonely is, just maybe like above him a little bit, because he's like in that same lane. Like I feel like he's one of the most popular artists in that OPM slash rage sounding music, and that's where even though I don't listen to him and I don't hear him everywhere, I understand he's very popular in that demographic. You know what I mean? So Ken Carson is high, but I feel like he should be closer to Destroy Lonely. Lil Yachty, yeah, Yachty is everywhere. Yachty's dipping his hand in everything, bro. Every single genre of music, he's dropping single after single after single. He's featured on everybody's shit. He's doing all type of shit. Like, bro, like Yachty is just doing everything right now. Like, I think that Yachty is just incredible. I mean, he just had the song with Action Bronson and Paul Wall, and that song sounded phenomenal. That song sounded amazing. I loved it, man. I love a lot of what Yachty has been doing right now. I don't always like what he says, but I think musically, like he's grown to be one of my favorites out of that 2016 Double XL freshman list. Like I thought that he was gonna fall off on me, but over time, like it's like he kind of had like one of these like a, and then and then now it's like you know what I'm saying. Like it's like one of those. So now it's like he's like on a like high trajectory. So I'm really fucking with what like Yachty's doing right now. It's very undeniable. Rod Wave is also one of those artists that's undeniable, but the difference between him and Yachty is I don't like Rod Wave's music. I don't like Rod Wave's music at all. It reminds me a lot of Juice World. And Juice World music is music that I used to like a lot more when I was younger, but now I just can't stand. It's very like crybaby-ish, whiny-ish, and I don't know. Sometimes it's just not for me. I do like some of his songs though. Like I know the one song he's got with 21 Savage. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the girls, 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 girls all over the world. That song is really good. So, but yeah, I mean he's everywhere though. Like I can't even deny like his impact. I mean, people love Rod Wave apparently. Lotto. Lotto is really dope, very popular artist. I don't know if I would put her above Glorilla, but at the same time, like that's debatable. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I think the ladies would have to like give me that. They would have to answer that, but because I don't know how popular she is amongst women, but I personally think that I'll put Glorilla higher than Lotto. 21 Savage at 22 seems appropriate, but I think over time this number will maybe start to go down like lower and lower unless 21 Savage steps it up a little bit. I feel like right now he's just kind of doing the Drake and just kind of giving us same old that he's been doing for a while. So I like 21 Savage. I think he's a dope rapper, but I think that he needs to step it up a little bit more if he wants to continue to be known as one of the better rappers from like the 2016 era. Ti, I would not say this unless that Let 'Em Know track was like if that Let 'Em Know track wasn't out, I would never say this. But Let 'Em Know like that song is undeniably a hit. It's super good. The production's fire. Ti's rapping on it is fire, and Ti just got into that beef with 50 Cent, and I think that Ti was rapping his ass off in the middle of that beef with 50 Cent, and I liked his verses. So um Ti being this high seems appropriate. Maybe a little lower, but appropriate. Doechii, I feel like she should be higher. I feel like Doechii should be higher. Doechii is one of the most popular artists out right now. I don't think, of course, like a lot of people might not like her. She a lot of like that anxiety song has a lot of hate, but at the same time, Doechii's very popular. She just did this song with Lady Gaga, and she's everywhere right now. I love Doechii. I think she's very talented. I can't wait to see what she does next with her next project. And I think that 20 is an appropriate spot. 19 for Gunna. I feel like Gunna should be lower. And the reason I say this is because Gunna is not a fresh out of jail nigga with the song Fuck You Mean anymore. Like I think Gunna has done well with his last few projects, but I just feel like over time it's gotten fairly stale. And I think the hype around Gunna being a good rapper is kind of starting to die down. But damn, now that I say that, I gotta think about the Weekend Fuck Tonight song because that song is everywhere, and all the ladies are listening to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's part of a lot of memes, all that shit. So Gonna be in at 19. I feel like he should be a little lower, just a little bit. Not like too much lower, but I do think that he should be lower than 19. I don't think that he's that popular like he used to be. Like I think that there's a lot of people that are under him. Like I think Doechii's doing better than him right now in terms of popularity. I think Lotto is more popular. I think Yachty's more popular. I think Sexy Red is more popular. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think they're all doing like more popular than Gunna right now. Tyler the Creator, I feel like Tyler the Creator, we ain't really got too much room left, but I think that he should be a little higher than 18. Everything that Tyler's doing right now is selling really well. His tours are selling really well. His music videos are doing well. Everything that Tyler touches right now is gold, essentially. So him being at 18 is crazy. He should be top 10, like no debate. Like Rocky is above him, but he should be underneath, honestly. And I love Rocky, and I think his last album that he just came out with was fire. I've been waiting on it for so long, and I love Rocky, but I don't think that he should be higher than Tyler the Creator. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi at 16. I'm not mad at this only because music earned 134 million streams in its first day of on Spotify, making it at the time the seventh most streamed album in a single day. That is insane. That is a crazy stat to watch someone who is Playboy Cardi. Like this is it's insane to see like how popular Cardi has gotten. I would have never seen this. Pooh Shiesty at 15. Pooh Shiesty had one hit after he came out of jail, and now he's in jail. I mean, I guess that news with him and Gucci Mane was very popular. It made his name like blow up all over again. But none of it has to do with music. It's just he only has that first day out song, and now he's right back in jail. SD Kid, is this shit on shuffle? Yeah, it is on shuffle. I was like, why is it playing in this order? Um, SD Kid, never listened to SD Kid, but his name has been popping up all over, and that Timothy Chalamet uh song that he did was fire and it was hilarious. I like that a lot. So but I've been seeing his name pop up everywhere. I just don't know if he's this popular. I feel like he should be a little lower than this. But maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe I should listen to him more and see if I agree with that after I listen to him. Future. Future. I don't know. I mean, Future is one of the most popular artists ever, and he's one of the dopest rappers ever. But I think that him being at 13, I mean, he released. I don't think he's released anything since 2024 in terms of projects. I mean, he did release three projects in 2024 though. But I don't know. I just feel like him being this high is a little crazy. I mean, I did really like his features though on J. Cole's Fall Off album. Lil Uzi Vert at 12 is crazy to me. I don't care. I don't think he should be above Playboy Cardi, and I love Uzi. Uzi is one of my favorite artists of the 2010s, and I think that his legacy is cool. I think he's got a lot of fans, but I just think that he's not this popular. Top 12. That just doesn't make that's just wrong. I'm gonna say that's just not true. Like Uzi should not be this high. Uzi should be like probably I really hate to say it, bro, but probably like top 70. There's a lot of artists that I feel like people are listening to more than Uzi. But I don't know. I mean that What You Saying song is a hit, like they're saying, but I just feel like that one song isn't enough to propel him all the way to 12. Like there's so many other artists that I feel like are doing a lot more than him right now. I mean he's not even like a public person. Like he doesn't even like he's not like in the mix a lot. So it's just like if the music isn't saying much, if he's not dropping music, then he's not really present. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that him being at 12 is a little crazy. Um, Cardi B being at number 11 is understandable as hell. Number one album, very successful tour, very successful tour. I'm pretty sure every single concert she had was sold out. So, Cardi B at 11 is appropriate. Even though I didn't like her last album, it's appropriate. She's very popular. She's all over the internet at all times. She's been probably the most relevant female rapper since she's came out, and she's only released two albums. That's insane. Like she's a very likable person. Like Cardi B is, yeah, she's probably the most popular female rapper ever. Baby Keem at 10. Yeah, Baby Keem at 10 seems very appropriate right now. I mean, his new album did really well, and I liked it a lot. And I'm just seeing him all over the internet all over again. I mean, I've been seeing all the stuff about his concerts. I saw how he had Dante in the intro of his album, and I saw how um I just been seeing like clips of him just being outside more. Like I saw that clip of him like Whataburger. They told him that they were closed. They wouldn't let him come in. He's like walking out the door and he's like, fuck. So that was funny. when I saw that. But yeah, I like Baby Keem, man. I think he's dope, and I think that him being at 10 is appropriate given the fact that his last album just came out and is very successful. Yay at 9. Yay at 9 seems appropriate. I mean, he just came out with an album, and he had those two crazy concerts that like that. Yeah, two SoFi Stadium shows that you know Kanye concerts are always gonna sell out. Kanye is always gonna sell. Kanye is one of the most popular artists of all time, and he's also one of the most influential artists of all time. So him being in top 10 makes perfect sense. Jay Z. What's crazy is Jay Z hasn't really done anything music wise, but he has announced like a couple concerts, like a couple shows, and they sold out immediately. That says something. Over 1.6 million fans queued for Jay Z anniversary concert tickets, and you know what I'm saying. Despite no new music since 2022, that's crazy, bro. No solo album, like in forever. Jay Z is just, it speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying. Travis Scott at 7. Travis Scott at 7 makes perfect sense. I mean, Travis Scott is one of the titans in this shit, bro. He's always gonna have a huge fan base. He's always gonna have a lot of people listen to him, a lot of people rooting for him, and nothing that Travis Scott does is ever gonna go unnoticed. Very dope artist. Don Toliver above Travis Scott. Right now, this is appropriate. I see Don Toliver everywhere. I see Octane, it went number one, moved 160,000 first week. I see women posting his music on their story all the time. I listen to his music. I don't listen to it all the time, but I mean, even when I don't think I like a Don Toliver album, I come out of it humming and singing along, like singing songs that I'm reciting shit from the listen that I just had from when I heard it. So Don Toliver being above Travis Scott, I will say that it's appropriate right now. Top five. We got Yeet at 5. I love Yeet. I love Yeet. I love Yeet. And a lot of people say that his ADL album wasn't good. That's exactly what we're playing right now. And I think I love it. I love it. I love Yeet's music. I think that he's one of the dopest artists of the 2020s. I've been saying it as a lot lately. But I think that Yeet is one of the dopest artists out of the 2020s. I haven't really heard a lot of music by his that I didn't like. And I think that it's crazy to watch him just be so much bigger than I anticipated him being. I thought that he was never going to be that good. But yeah, I love Yeet's music. And him being at 5 is no surprise to me. Youngboy at 4. This seems appropriate, man. Youngboy is undeniably one of the biggest artists out right now. His YouTube numbers are undeniable. His numbers are undeniable. Even his tour that he just went on, like that was crazy to watch someone his age sell out like shows like that. Like that was crazy. Like I can't believe like Youngboy is as big as he is. I'm not even a big fan of Youngboy, but over time he's been winning me over slowly but surely. I was a strict like, fuck no, I'm not listening to Youngboy at first, but now it's like, bro, he's been slowly winning me over. So Youngboy at 4, appropriate. Kendrick Lamar at 3. Kendrick Lamar at 3 is appropriate because Kendrick Lamar hasn't released an album since 2024, and the hype of Not Like Us and GNX has kind of died down. I mean, I feel like whenever he's featured on an album, we're all kind of waiting to see what he's gonna do or say on it. I mean, like we were all talking about Playboi Carti's album and his features on there. We were all talking about Baby Keem's album and his features on there. You know what I'm saying? So Kendrick Lamar is one of those people that I just feel like he's always gonna be popular when he's doing something, but when he's not, the popularity is gonna die down. But everything that Kendrick Lamar does is legendary. This is my favorite artist of all time. And the only person that I will put above Kendrick Lamar is Michael Jackson. But yeah, this is my favorite artist of all time. And I'm not mad at him being at 3 just because he hasn't released since 2024. And he's only been doing a couple features. So, appropriate. Drake at number 2. This is a little crazy considering that this is the biggest artist of all time right now. Um, pretty sure he's the most streamed artist on Spotify right now. Pretty sure he's the most streamed artist period right now, maybe if I'm not mistaken. But Drake being at 2, so who's at 1? Cole. J. Cole is at 1. J. Cole being at 1 makes sense strictly because of the fall off. But now we know Iceman is coming, and when Iceman shows up, is Iceman going to just completely overthrow the fall off, and are we just going to completely forget about it? I don't know. I'm more of a fan of J. Cole than I am of Drake, but I can't deny that Drake is very popular and people love him. So him being at 2 and not at 1 is a little confusing, but at the same time, J. Cole probably has the highest selling rap album of the year right now with the fall off. Yeah, 280,000 for his week, making it the biggest opening for a rap album in 2026. So yeah, this makes sense. I'm not too mad at this list, but there's a couple questionable takes on here where I do feel like there's some people that I do think should be lower than others. But for the most part, this isn't that bad. I feel like they're just kind of like they're keeping some people. I noticed that they didn't have Nicki Minaj on here, but she hasn't really been doing anything musically, and a lot of people don't really like Nicki Minaj right now, so her not being on here is kind of funny. But yeah, I'm not too mad at this list. This list doesn't seem that bad. There's a lot of takes on here that I probably wouldn't agree with, but it's not that crazy. I mean, but they always do this. They make their list of what they think and what they consider to be the best, the biggest, the most popular, or whatever. Usually a lot of people disagree with it, but they did it for engagement, and this is how I wanted to engage with it. So, this is how I feel about this list. I appreciate whoever did tune in for tuning in. It's been your boy Matt, and I'm out. Peace.